is Erica. I'm with UMBC Recreation, and today I will be leading us through a gentle yoga class ending with the Metta meditation. So for the yoga portion of the class, it'll last about 10 minutes or so, give or take. Easy movement on the body, nice, slow, steady breath. Slow movement, so we're not going to be doing a bunch, no down dogs, no planks. Simple, easy movement today, full body stretch. And then we'll end with the Metta meditation that'll take about 5 minutes. It is a guided practice if you were unfamiliar. It is also called loving kindness meditation because we practice expressing love not only for ourselves, but for those around us. Before we get started, I want to remind everyone to always listen to your body, never push yourself too hard, and always check with the doctor before you start a new exercise regimen. With that being said, let's get started. We're going to start in a seated position today, facing the front of the mat. So any comfortable seated position will do. However, you can sit comfortably. So that could be a cross-leg shape. Your legs could be in a loose diamond. However, just keep the spine nice and long towards the ceiling. We're going to start today with some nice deep breaths. We're going to do a 3-part breath. We're going to break the inhale into 3 parts, filling belly, ribs, and chest. We'll break the exhale into 3 parts, releasing from chest, ribs, and belly, so a reverse direction. As we breathe in, we'll breathe in through the nose. As we exhale, we'll release out through the mouth. So let's all start on an exhale. We'll do 3 rounds of breath. Start to inhale through the nose, filling belly first, then the ribs. Fill up the chest. Exhale out the mouth from the chest, from the ribs, and from the belly. Again, breath into the belly, into the ribs, filling up the chest, exhaling from chest, releasing ribs, releasing belly. Last time, deepest breath yet as you fill the belly, fill up the ribs, fill up the chest as much as you can. Exhale slowly out from the chest, out from the ribs, and out from belly. Take your left hand over to your right shoulder. Give a little pressure, lowering that shoulder down to the floor. Then let your head fall over to the opposite side. Getting a nice stretch in our neck here. Keeping the breath nice and deep. The breath allows us to find calmness not only in our bodies, but also in our minds. Chin can maybe roll down towards the chest and then back over to left shoulder a few times if that feels good for you. And then we'll switch sides. So right hand comes to left shoulder, give a little pressure, let the head fall over opposite side. And take a few minutes here with some nice deep breaths. Allowing the muscles around the neck, sides of the neck and on the shoulders to relax. If you let your chin roll down to the chest on the opposite side, do the same here. And release, let head lift through center. Place your hands out at your sides, tips of the fingers to the floor. Leading the movement with our tailbone, we'll start to round the spine. So we'll move the roundness up the back to the back of the neck as we lower chin to chest. Then again, leading with the tailbone, we'll start to lift and arch the spine, moving the arch up to the chest, chin lifts to ceiling. 2 more times, we'll round the spine. Let the tailbone lead the movement as you lower chin to chest. Lift and arch, finding the lift in the chest, tilting head up towards ceiling. Exhale this time as you find the roundness in the spine, chin to chest. Inhale as you lift and arch. And as you exhale, we'll return back to a neutral seated position. Moving into butterfly pose, bringing the bottoms of the feet together, pressing firmly into the pinky edges of the feet. Lengthening the spine towards the ceiling and taking a few breaths here, allowing some tension to release in our hips. If you're feeling too much sensation here, slide the heels away from your body. If you're not getting enough sensation, pull the heels in a little closer. Lower chin to chest. And just focus on your breath. Imagining that the breath allows you to release tension in the body. Try to draw your breath to the sensation that you feel in the hips. Now straighten the legs down the length of your mat so they're out in front of you with the feet flexed, so toes are pulling back towards the body. Put a slight bend in the knee, keeping heels to mat, and find some length of the spine out through the crown of your head. Draw belly back towards the spine. Breathe in through the nose, lift both arms overhead. As you exhale out through the mouth, find your fold, dropping belly to thighs, arms fall down at your sides, head looks down towards your legs. Take a few breaths here, keeping the feet flexed, low belly drawing in. Lengthening the spine, so send those chests forward. If your belly is not making contact with your thighs, bend the knees a little bit more and bring the legs in closer to the body. If your legs are touching your belly and you'd like a little more sensation, you can wiggle the hips back, straightening the legs a little bit, but don't lose that contact belly to thigh with belly drawing in. That is to protect your low back in this stretch. Few more deep breaths here. Make them nice and deep, filling the body up with breath. Exhaling slowly out through the mouth. Slowly lift the spine upright and come into a tabletop position. So swing the legs behind you and come onto hands and knees, wrists stacked under shoulders and knees stacked underneath the hips. Let's take a cat-cow here. So round the spine, draw belly in, tuck it into chest, just like we did in seated. Then lift and arch, let the belly hang as you lift the head up towards the ceiling. Then return to a neutral spine. For thread the needle, we'll lift our left arm up to the ceiling. Then we'll pass the left arm through the space on our right, between our right hand and right knee. We're gonna thread the arm all the way through, lowering down to the shoulder, bringing left cheek to mat. And sort of relax the right arm here. And take a few breaths in this twist. Opening the shoulders. Getting a little twist for the belly as well. Keep with those nice steady breaths. Using your right hand, you'll press yourself back up to tabletop on your hands and your knees, stacking those wrists back underneath the shoulders. Draw your breath in as you lift the right arm up to ceiling, then exhale as you thread the arm through, bringing shoulder and cheek down to mat. Slowly press yourself back up to a tabletop position. And lower all the way down to your belly, however you can get there comfortably. Legs are touching as if you have one limb, so feet are touching, calves, even your thighs. Hands are underneath the shoulders with elbows pointing up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly in back towards the spine and slowly start to lift your chest off the mat, using the strength of your core and your low back, so you should not be pressing into your hands here, baby cobra. And then lower the chest back down to the floor. We're gonna take that 3 more times, tying it in with our breath. Inhale to lift the chest. Use the strength of your low back. Exhale to lower chest to floor. Inhale, using the breath to find the movement. Exhale to lower. One last time, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Place your arms out in a T shape along the floor and turn your head to one side, resting on your cheek. Bring your big toes to touch, but let the heels fall out away from each other and sort of wiggle the hips back and forth, helping to release any tension you might have built up in the low back. And then slowly turn your head to the other side, resting on your opposite cheek. Bring your chin to mat and place your hands back underneath your shoulders. Press into child's pose, so hips come back to the heels, arms extended down the length of the mat, forehead pressed down towards the mat. Take a few breaths here in stillness. Deepen your breath. Might feel a little compressed in your chest, but don't forget you have all the space on the back side of the body, on the sides of the ribs, to fill up with breath as well. Nice and slow, make yourself back to a tabletop position, and then come back to a comfortable seated position. We're going to move into our Metta meditation practice now. If you're new to meditation, I'd say the key and the most important thing is being comfortable in your body. So for me, I'm fine sitting cross-legged, keeping my spine upright. If that feels a little difficult for you without any support, you're more than welcome to pause the video and move. You can prop yourself up, prop your back on a wall, prop up against the couch. You can even lay down. Find something that's comfortable for you. Whatever position you're at, whether that's laying down or in a seated position, arms are out at your sides, palms face up. So if you're sitting, hands can be on your knees or on the floor. We'll lower our chin down towards our chest. And you're either going to keep your gaze focused on the spot on the floor, or you can close the eyes completely, whatever is more comfortable for you. And let's start this practice by bringing attention back to our breath. Our breath guides our practice. Deepen the breath just a bit and follow the rise and the fall of your chest. Knowing that every time we breathe in, we're bringing a sustenance and an energy into our body, and as we exhale, we're releasing things that no longer serve us. Now I want you to picture a cave, a hollow cave in the center of your heart, center of your chest. And although that cave is empty now, we're going to fill that cave up with people that we love and people that we can express love to. Let's start by picturing ourselves in the cave of our heart. Picture the clothes that you have on. And take a look at your face. Picture a smile on your face. And smile back to yourself. And repeating after me, silently or out loud, saying, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be loving and kind." Now extending this heart space out to someone else, we'll invite one other person in for now, someone that we find easy to love. Whoever the first person that comes to mind, may it be a spouse or a best friend, maybe a coworker. Picture that person in the center of your heart. If you saw them today, picture on what they had, or picture something that you can see them in. And again, I'll ask you to picture a smile on their face. And smile back at them just as big as you did to yourself. Repeating to yourself, "May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be loving and kind." And now extending our heart space for one more person, we'll invite someone in who's not so easy to love, giving ourselves a little bit of a challenge here. Maybe somebody that you recently got into an argument with, or someone it's just hard to see eye to eye with. And again, this could be anyone, a spouse, maybe a coworker or a neighbor. Picture that person at the center of your heart. Do not be afraid to let them in. Picture a genuine smile on their face and genuinely smile back at them. Mean it. Repeating to yourself, "May you too be happy. May you too be healthy. May you too be loving and kind." Place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. We'll end our practice with another 3-part breath. So breathing, belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling, chest, ribs, and belly. We'll all start on an exhale. Breathe in through the nose, filling belly first. Then the ribs, filling up the chest. Exhaling from the mouth, releasing the chest, releasing the ribs, releasing the belly. Take a quick moment of stillness here. And silently thank yourself for coming to this practice today. There is a light that exists within me that honors and respects the light that exists within each of you. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys, for this quick yoga session. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're feeling a bit more relaxed. If you are, please tune back in and visit me again. But we also have loads of other classes to offer you guys. Please check them out. Let us know what you think. And I hope to see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.